I don't look swole I don't look swole like big swole, massive swole, strong swole. I almost look swole like down to do fat swole. What's going on, everybody, man? I am actually just doing this for like a quick live. This is actually more of a test than anything, and I'm actually just kind of waiting on somebody to come into the live so I can check the mic settings here, because I don't usually bring the rig on the roof, but I'm gonna be doing it more often coming up. So just wanted to kind of get in here and see what the dealio is on that. But yo, what's going on, everybody, man? This has been a quick jump in, check in live right quick on YouTube, just to kind of see what's going on with everybody, see how what the dealio is. I am going to be probably doing more of the phone verticals soon, so we'll see how those go. But as of right now, this is one that I'm doing here. What is this? I see all kinds of. Nah, I don't know. Do the green screen. What the hell is that? No green screen. Now what is this? This is a retouch. I don't need the retouching either. Take that, turn the retouch off. I don't need retouching. Definitely don't need retouching. But yeah, man, it's weird because when I'm sitting here, I'm actually in the truck right now. We're about to, my wife and the mom are going in there to do some shoe shopping. So I am literally like, you know what? I'm not gonna do the shoe shopping today. So I am just kind of chilling in the truck, and this gives me a good chance, really, to check the mics, check all that kind of stuff, because what's gonna happen is we're going live a good little bit as far as like moving around on the road and, you know what I'm saying, doing all that kind of thing. So yeah, so it's good opportunity to do some test live. Mark Davis, what's going on, man? Good morning. You said good morning, bro, from Arizona. Yeah, man, Arizona. Man, I know quite a few folks out there, man. You know, my boy SB, Kelly and Jones, she's out that way, I think, actually. She's not from there, but she goes out there a lot. And then, you know, Michael Paul over at Day 3, they're out there. So, yeah, man, that's not a bad place to be. That is not a bad place to be. Arizona is not a bad spot to be in, man. I got planes and stuff flying over, but yeah, man. CDB Gamer 10, what's going on, man? Appreciate the 99-cent super chat, man. I definitely appreciate you for that, man. So, yeah, I have been doing a little bit of running around and everything. Sin of the day today, by the way, make sure that y'all drop y'all sin of the days in the chat, man. Sin of the day today for me is actually Tumi Atlas. So if you never experienced Tumi Atlas, $60 monster, you know, vetiver in the base here, opens up a kind of a beautiful citrus geranium combo there that is real smooth. It is awesome when it comes to just an everyday frag that'll get you through just about anything you're going through. You know what I'm saying? It's a really nice one, man. I like it a lot. But yeah, man, so I was looking through some of these things, and I was checking out some of the fragrances. We went into one of the retail shops, and it's interesting, man, because what I'm learning here when I go into a lot of these places is I am so accustomed to dealing with discount sites that sometimes I forget just how much retailers are are charging for a lot of these fragrances, man. I'm wearing Tumi Atlas today, and I went into Macy's, and Macy's had Tumi Atlas for $110. I literally bought it for like $50. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Judy Lopez, or Andy Lopez, actually, what's going on? What's going on, man? You sound like I show Speed's dad. I think Speed's dad is from the South, though, if I'm not mistaken. He said, yeah, I wore the distilled version last week. Yeah, so the To Me distilled, that's it's the Awaken distilled. That was good. That one is really good, man. I like that a lot. I like it a lot, man. That one though is harder to find now for some reason on discounters. Like you can pop it in the store like retail, but for some reason discounters don't have it the way it should be, man. I don't understand it. I really don't. I really don't understand it. But yeah, man. So one of the things that I'm learning though, and I'm not really learning, but one of the things I'm realizing again, going into a lot of these spots, man, is that we as a fragrance community, man, not that we getting jacked, but I feel like we getting jacked. You know what I'm saying? So if you're new to fragrances and you don't really know much about it, you go into like a Macy's and you got these salespeople that are pushy and all up on you like, hey, buy this, and you're experiencing fragrances for the first time. Why EDP may be the most beautiful thing you've ever smelled. And, you know, because it's you're new to FragCom and well, not FragCom, but you're new to fragrances. And they'll charge you $110 for that fragrance, $112 or so, whatever it is. And you think that, oh my God, I'm at the pinnacle of what fragrances are. And then you go see that same fragrance on discounters for $70 and you're heartbroken. And I think what's happening a lot now, man, is the retail space really is going to have to eventually recognize that discounters are where it's at for a lot of people in the actual fragrance community, and the word is getting out. Like Drakkar Blue dropped, right? And I like Drakkar Blue. I think Drakkar Blue is really nice. Okay, but the problem is you go into like a JCPenney for Drakkar Blue and it's $70. It's $68 and some change. So you with tax and everything, you're paying $70 for Drakkar Blue. You can get Drakkar Blue on Amazon for $35, right? So if you don't, like, if they don't get their head out of the sand and start like really being like, okay, we got competition out there, then they're gonna end up stuck. They really are. Like, excuse me. That being said, if you're new to fragrances, they'll get over on you like that. They will. And I hate seeing that because I had to tell a dude today, man, we were in there and like I said, they had Atlas, they had Unwind, they had all of those To Me fragrances in there. And I told the guy was like, oh, that smells good. I was like, hey man, just get it off a discount. So I gave him the site for Joma Shop. And I wasn't trying to take money out of the folks in their pocket. It wasn't even that. But what it was that I was trying to keep this dude from, making a purchase for, 2 times the amount that he could find it for in damn on the discounters. You know what I'm saying? Like that's ridiculous. It really is. So yeah, man, I hate seeing it. And sometimes I hate going to retail stores because of that. Like if I'll go in there and put my nose on a fragrance, man, just because I want to see what it's about. This happened when I went to go check out Society Ombre. There was a guy in there and they was glazing 1 million Lucky. They was glazing 1 million Lucky in there, man. And I was just like, and they were carrying it for $120 something for 1 million Lucky. And they dropped it down for the 1.7. It was at like 100. And this dude was like, yeah, that is cheaper. I might go ahead and do that, man. I was like, bro, Joma Shop. Like I took him to the side and was like, bro, don't buy it, bro. Do Joma Shop, But if you don't know this, those folks in those stores, man, will glaze you and you paying 2 times the amount you normally would pay that shit, man. That's crazy. It's crazy. Kicks, what's going on, my man? What's happening? He said, Gator, that is a fact. That it is, bro. It's craziness. NBT, Tracy Lynette, what is going on, love? And they say, facts, NBT, my dumb butt still be getting got for some of my niche. You're in a different position though, Tracy, because you are one of those people who kind of sees it from both sides of the fence. So, I can see why you might be like, okay, well, I personally feel like retail stores, those areas are perfect for the experience, like getting in, putting your nose on fragrances. And hey, if you buy it from there, because there's some stuff that you can find in retail. I just talked about Awaken Distilled. Major was bringing that up. Awaken Distilled is very hard to find, like on the like on discounters, but you can find it in retail pretty easily. So stuff like that, yeah, you'll get those, and it'll probably be better to get it from retailers. But not all the stuff. A lot of that stuff is like, really, what are we doing here? Major Davis said, yeah, they got me many years ago before I woke up, and I basically shop only from well-known discounters. Yeah. Tracy Ness said Amazon is where it's at for the Middle Eastern fragrances. Yeah, they are doing their thing, man. Amazon, and here's the thing. The only issue with Amazon is that every once in a while you'll have one of those fake discounter store things that'll come in there and be selling fake stuff. They had a real issue with it about a year or so ago. They've started to kind of back away and I think vet some of those guys more. But Amazon is great for, like, especially now, they're stocking most Paris Corner stuff and most of the Lattafa stuff. They're still a little off with the Fragrance World and French Avenue, but they're getting there. Grim, what's going on, man? What is happening? Yeah, did you say you like up the stream? Yeah, definitely like up the stream, because I'm not going to be in here long. They went in there, like I said, the wife and her mom, they went in there to do some shoe shopping. And they're going in there to do some walking shoe shopping, not like high heel shoe shopping. So I'm pretty sure that they won't be in there that long. I say that, but I don't know for sure. Well, the big reason that I went live in the first place actually was to test out, to see how the mic works, when I'm dealing with the phone and when I'm dealing with the, dealing from the ride, because I did do some content and kind of out and about, and some of it sounded kind of weird, so I did change some settings and everything. So hopefully the mic sounds a lot better, the voice sounds a lot better in this, and the camera is better in the way that I have it set. So yeah, but yeah, so I'm really looking at, like, we're going to JCPenney in a little bit, because we just left Macy's. Going to JCPenney, I'm interested in seeing how what the fragrance selection in there looks like, because JCPenney has mind games. That blows my mind to me. How does Macy's not have mind games? Nordstrom's don't even have the whole selection of mind games. When you go in most Saks and Nordstrom's, they've got a lot of mind game stuff, but they don't have the whole selection. JCPenney has everything for mind games. I don't get it. NBT, you said sounds good and looks good. Thank you. Okay, that's great. That is great. That is awesome. I like that. Major says you got to shop Amazon against other discounters as well. A lot of their prices can be on average $10 more than other online discounters prices from my experience. Yeah. So Amazon is kind of like one of those places where, because they're not using IMAP. So not to get into the whole shipping, like inventory language or whatever, but what it is that Amazon doesn't use IMAP pricing. So what they're doing is they're basically able to set their prices based on whatever the seller tells them that the price base is, if they don't have a good comparison price. So they can get on there and sell. I saw one time there was a Lattafa Assad for like $70, $80, and then there was another one for like $32. And what it was is that once Amazon caught the differentiation in the pricing, then they went ahead and told the other guy to lower his prices. But they don't always catch that, so sometimes people can get over for a little while. But yeah, it's always good to do the compare and contrast. Definitely. Because I do that with just the discounters. I compare through Fragrance Buy, through Joma Shop, through LaBelle, through Valencia. I usually do a price compare at Beauty House. I usually do a price compare through all of them, and then make my decision who I'm going to buy through FragranceNet, based on pricing and also based on lead time, depending on what it is that I'm trying to get. I live in Atlanta, and FragranceNet, most of their inventory, they've got a huge inventory warehouse right there in Atlanta, Austell, Georgia. It's like literally like from my house, it's like 20 minutes. So I usually, if I order something from FragranceNet, I usually get it within about 2 days max normally. As long as I order it that morning, you got a day for the process, and usually by the end of the day it'll be processed. The next day they'll show a ship, and then the next day I'll normally get it. So it just kind of depends, but for the most part I'm always shopping based on pricing. Let's see. You said my dealer has mind games. You spending about $1,000 on a fragrance today. No. You spending about $1,000 on any fragrances? No. I would rarely say that I would spend more, at least on a haul. I don't spend more than maybe. I try my best not to spend more than like $150 to $200. But it just really depends. Like if there's something, like there was recently where I was looking, like right in my cart right now, as a matter of fact, it's like $500 something. But most of that is because it's Tom Ford, that Eau d'Ombre leather. I found a good price on Eau d'Ombre leather, man. Eau d'Ombre leather is amazing. It is a more wearable baby cat. Really nice fragrance, really nice as far as like the way that stuff smells in the air, super smooth, but it does keep a little bit of the masculine touch and edge that you have in the original ombre leather. Really nice, man. So what time is it? What is going on, man? OG, man, respect for your knowledge. You've been a huge inspiration for me to start our small channel. Gotta learn, bro. Discounters where it's at. Yeah, man. Definitely. Discounters is definitely where it's at. And the other thing too, man, I am still a small channel. I mean, I'm working, I'm growing, NBT. I call my girl Tracy Lynette NBT. NBT means next big thing. And if you haven't checked out Tracy Lynette's channel, y'all need to go check out Tracy Lynette. She is amazing, beautiful woman, beautiful takes on fragrances. She's got it going on, right? And I love the way she breaks down fragrances. She's got a real understanding of what they are, how they function. So go check out her channel. But that's what that means. And it's always making sure that I'm speaking up and speaking life into the situations. Like it's all about really thinking that, okay, this is the start. If you're starting a channel, remember, this is the start. But you got to start. That's the big thing. You got to start. And I mean, shoot, once you start, you got to keep going. That's as long as you're still moving, and still, like, sometimes I get into weeks where I don't have time because of the way that my work schedule is to edit a video and everything. I got like 3 videos in the tank that need to be edited. So, but they're there, and as soon as I get an opportunity, I'm always thinking about how can I make that better? How can I make that better? Turn on the camera and talk. That's really all it is, man. Turning on the camera, talking, letting people, like, I keep going over this because I'm making sure that I ain't got no text coming in. But turning on the camera, making sure that people see you, and be yourself, and just put out, your opinion on stuff. I got opinions on fragrances that some people are like, man, this dude is crazy. Ain't no way. But hey, that's just what it is. That's just what it is, man. Tasted Sis with D Boogie. What's going on? What is happening, man? I saw you give an update on that swamp water, man. There's a new swamp water, cause I haven't gotten the old one yet, but that was one that I was like, hey, that might actually be up my alley when I heard about it. So I need to put my nose on swamp water. Thanks again for the informative live stream, man. I appreciate it, man. One of the other things I want to tell people, man, if y'all have questions about fragrances and anything, and some of you guys know because y'all will message me. If you hit me up on Instagram, if you hit me up on YouTube, if you go under a comment on our live stream and you have a question about a fragrance, as soon as I can get to you, I'll definitely answer you and be like, hey, this is the answer to the question. This is what we're doing here. This is what, what I'm saying? Like, and I give my opinion on what a fragrance is. Like, one of the things too I want to tell people is that my opinion is my opinion. There are people that don't like certain fragrances that I love, and vice versa. There are fragrances that I love and I feel are better for certain situations that other people may disagree with me with. The whole Perseus thing with Perfumes de Marley, and when I did the review for Pierce, which is the inspiration of that, there were people that was coming for me talking about, bro, it's a citrus grapefruit fragrance, man. What do you mean that it's not good for like the warm weather and high humidity? And I was like, this is just my opinion, but in high humidity, florals don't necessarily work the best. At least a floral that is going to be a very like suffocating style of floral. Perseus, they definitely project and they envelop you in that floral nature of the fragrance. But if it's uber floral, what will happen a lot of times in high humidity is that it can get a little bit cloying, a little bit suffocating, and you want stuff that's going to be a little bit thinner in the air, so yeah, but that was just my opinion. But there are people that was upset with me. Just because it's citrus doesn't necessarily mean it's good for hot weather. Just saying. Try bergamusk in the hot weather. Spray on 6 sprays of bergamusk and walk outside in 98 degrees and see what happens. Racket Clubs speaking out to D Boogie, man. What's happening? And Grim too. Say Blind bought that pink boa and also a clone of Venom Incarnate to compare 3 flags and a clone of each. Man, look, so pink boa. What do you think of pink boa? Have you gotten it yet? Because I love pink boa. Pink boa to me, and I remember you said it, you were asked on your live stream, you was like you heard somebody say it as far as like what it smelled like. That was me. I had said in there that pink boa is basically like a strawberry lemonade, like with a spiking of vodka. And as far as fresh vibes, that one definitely has that in it, man. It's nice and boozy. A lot of the Stefan Umber Lucas stuff is really boozy, and this is part of the reason why I love Sandance, and I really love the inspiration that French Avenue did, the Vulcan Sable, but they're technically not the same fragrance because Sandance is such a boozy, punchy type of vibe, man, and Vulcan Sable is just smooth and chocolatey. So yeah, but man, I'm looking forward to seeing what you think about Pink Boa, man. Let's see. Yep, double tap the screen, like this video, guys. Definitely do. You said, bro, I like shopping from Fragrance Net, but my issue with them is that every time I order something that's past any dollars, it eventually gets a delay, or they have to replace one of my fragrances. Man, I don't think I have enough. I don't think I buy enough from them as far as like bulk wise. Like I think that when I buy from them, normally it's, the max is usually like 4 fragrances. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I know people who have had the same issue that you're talking about. And usually when that happens, it's a certain dollar amount that they're hitting. They're usually in that $500 to $1,000 mark of frags. And I think what happens is that they end up losing stock on a lot of product well, I don't even think they lose stock. So what happens is that they don't show that there's two different warehouses. There's a warehouse for FragranceNet in New York and there's one in Atlanta. And if they don't have the one that's the fragrance that you want, if they don't have all of them in the same warehouse, then all of a sudden they'll put delays on that fragrance and want to replace it instead of sourcing it from the other warehouse. It's weird. It very much is weird, but that's what's happening. I guarantee you when they tell you to do that, if you remove that fragrance from your order and then reorder that fragrance by itself, presto changeo, all of a sudden they're going to have it in stock. You're going to be like, what is going on? That's why. It's because they can't, for some reason, their system can't like put those two different warehouse orders together. It's weird. You said, no, getting you up there. Nah, I mean, look, I am definitely still smaller. I need to get up there. Eventually, I will get up there. I was talking to Sip Bubble about that the other day. I was like, man, I got to figure out what's going on my algorithm because and he was telling me, you know, this type of video is really where you get a lot of like generic traffic coming in because, you know, YouTube kind of rewards the videos that are vertical here, and I like doing more of the flat panel stuff on my webcam at home instead of doing it on the phone. But I'm gonna be kind of integrating some phone stuff with some of the webcam stuff coming up shortly. This is one of those videos right now. I don't have the collection in front of me because I'm on the road, but y'all gonna see me on the road a good bit more lately. Coming up, because I know that I'm trying to get my new car soon. Because y'all remember back in September, I had an accident. I still have not gotten my new car because it's been a bunch of back and forth with the insurance companies and with all that kind of stuff. So hopefully I'll have my car because I'm driving my wife's truck right now, kind of back and forth. Well, I say it's our truck actually because, you know, she's got her stuff right here, but that maintenance and stuff is all me. So, yeah, man. So, but I'll have my car soon again. I don't think I'm going to be driving Uber like I was before. But I am going to be doing my set of the days again and all that kind of stuff. But I'm also going to be doing a lot more like out and about stuff. So, let's see. It said, Taste the Book said, Brim, where did you get Bay from? Hey, do you got Bay? Do you have Bay? Because if you got Bay, you need to let everybody in the chat know where you got Bay from. Because you already know, that's the one I was telling you about a couple of weeks ago. Like, yeah, Vulcan Bay is what it's called. That one's going to be a monster. What time says, I did, she fired. Tracy Lynette is fire. She is fire. Lou Dissel said, what up, Gator? What are you rocking today? You doing any frag testing? So today I'm rocking Toomey Atlas, and that's because the wheels spun Toomey Atlas. Yesterday I was doing Pacific Aura. So Pacific Aura, of course, is the new Rayhan Pacific Aura. It's their Pacific Chill inspiration, man. I rocked it yesterday for the travel day just to kind of see how it, was out in the wild, and it's nice. I think that it reminds me a lot of Pinnis White, but it's less dense than Pinnis White, and the apricot is actually more present in the fruit blend than it is in Pinnis White. It's not quite as sweet as that one. Now, that being said, the density in there is a little interesting, but the other thing about that one is that I don't really get, at least from my experience yesterday, I didn't really get as much of the nuance of the dates and the sweetness going down like into the further dry down. So I think that it's going to be a little bit more linear. It's going to be linear in the terms of kind of almost like Pinnis White. If I could compare any of the two, it would be Pinnis White and that one, except for I think it's a better version of what Pinnis White is. But I don't feel that it really developed a lot. This is my first testing on it. I'm gonna do some more testing coming up. I'm gonna wear it again probably on Monday, and then and the other reason I end up wearing Atlas today is because there's a tropical storm coming over. Just so happened to be a tropical storm while I'm in South Carolina. So yeah, I was like, it's not gonna be any good to do any further testing on it today because I'm gonna be in the rain and it's gonna be wet and I ain't gonna be able to really get a good like feel of it. It said I meant to say past $80+. It got lost via UPS. It happened 3 times already. Yeah, that's weird. That is weird because FragranceNet is usually not that bad with me, but I have heard some horror stories with FragranceNet. Grim says I just Googled it and hit the shopping tab and only one place popped up. I think it was Twisted Baraka. Okay, so that's why. I try my best to stay away from Filled with Barack. I think that's what you're talking about, Filled with Barack. I think they do have it. But the only reason I have is because I ran into some horrible customer service with them recently. Not recently, 6-7 months ago. And I just swore off of them. Completely swore off of them. Let's see. Seems like Chris Siage uploads every hour. LOL, he's good. I work 2 jobs. I don't have time to upload a lot. Yeah, it'd be like that. It'd be like that. Hold on, let me see something right quick. Let me see if I can pause stream. There we go. It jumped off right quick. I'm about to go ahead and wrap it up, man. I'm about to go back. I'm going to come back and see everything on here. Let me see. Anybody have Mara Arbat Prestige? I'm getting Mara. I tried not to, but I'm going to end up having to get it. Mix, what's going on? It's interested about JCPenney having mind games. I have to go to Bloomingdale. Almost everything I buy 90% of my collection, which is crazy, but that's why reviews are crucial. Yes. 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 They say, it's Filled with Baraka. Yep. That's the one. Filled with Baraka is I've had some issues with them. I'll just say that. I've had some issues with them. It's been interesting. But let me go ahead and do my pickup, guys. I'll probably go try to jump back on a little bit later, man. But yeah, it's gonna be a hot day. Why am under my eyes going Forrest Whitaker right quick in the light? No, I think that's just the light angle. I was about to say I look like I'm the last king of Scotland in this month. Anyway, let me get out of here, guys, and I will holler at y'all in a little bit, man. Make sure you like the stream on the way out, though, guys. It really does help the algorithm, apparently. So, in any event, guys, you know how we do. You know how we do. Arizona always needs rain. Y'all always need rain, man. Tracy the Net, my girl is in Arizona, man. So, yeah. So, and shout out to Mixed. I see you in there. Shout out to What Time Is It? You know what I'm saying? Shout out going over everybody. Jeff, what it is. Racket Club's in the building. Man, shout out to all of y'all. Grim, D Boogie, Shoot Major, Ludissel, everybody in here, man. And if I forgot you, don't worry. I won't forget you. Trust me. In the event, guys, y'all know what it is. Whatever you're doing, however you're doing it, man, make sure you make today the best day ever. Well, actually, before I even do that, let me make sure I can pull in to this drive here. They got bags. They got bags. They got bags. Dang, they did some shoe shopping for real. But in any event, guys, y'all make sure y'all like the video before you go out. Make sure you make today the best day ever on purpose. Peace out. And I don't even know how to end my live. There we go.